big was this victory for this team?
It was big. I knew I had like 3.6 seconds, I think, on the clock. So I knew I had time to figure something out to get the ball in the basket. But I know it's a big win. You know, we need to continue on. And, you know, we got Florida coming up, so we have to be able to prepare for that and get ready to battle again.
Thanks, man.
Hey, PJ, congrats on the win. So 14 games, nearly 8 years since Georgia's been able to beat Kentucky. You know, just being a part of that, being one of the biggest parts of that legacy, kind of how does that feel for you? And, you know, where's your mind at right now?
It feels great. It feels amazing to be able to beat a team like Kentucky. They obviously was a good team and coached by a great coach. We came to battle. We came to fight. You know, we had the belief. You know, I believe in my teammates. You know, Sai was telling me the whole time, like, we're gonna win this game. We're gonna win this game. And I just went on and played to my best ability.
Okay, let's have Chip Towers and then Davis Baker.
Yeah, PJ, I'm wondering, the first inbound play didn't go very well, and you guys came out in a totally different set. What went wrong on that one, and what was discussed in between the two inbound plays?
The first inbound play, we never ran before. We ran maybe one time in practice, but we never really had to cover it like that. So and plus it was a more complicated play rather than something we can get off the fly. And I feel like it was a good job by Severe to be able to call a timeout to regroup, you know, and not force anything that wasn't there.
Right.
Hey, PJ, I know you've played in a lot of games, a lot of big games at that. Where does that shot and that play rank in terms of your basketball career?
I can't say. I feel like it's definitely a top 5, top 3 maybe. I know it's a great experience to hit a game winner. That was my first in collegiate basketball. So, I mean, it ranks up there.
Okay, let's have Jed May and then Mark Weiser.
Hey, PJ, kind of 2 questions for you. One, that sequence, I think between the time Severe's shot gets blocked and the final inbounds, I think there were 3 timeouts called. Just what goes through a team's mind in the huddle like that when there's just so much time to sit and think? And 2, as a team tonight, do you feel like you guys, I guess, are growing up and this game helps you know you can find ways to win when it comes down to the end?
I feel like it helps. It helped with us. And one thing we did good in the huddle is all we thought was about executing play, you know, whatever coach draw up, execute it to the best of our ability and try to get it done. And we never really thought negative about anything. We just like, okay, we got to win this game somehow. And we had to figure it out, you know, so we went with what coach had and he drew up a great play. So he went with that.
PJ, you said maybe top 3. What would be number 1 and 2 in your career?
I don't know which one. It's a kind of a toss up between my freshman year when we beat Duke and we go to the tournament. We won the last regular season game to get into the tournament. We beat Duke at home. I would say the next year, actually, at home, we end up beating them again at home at BT.
Thank you.
Okay, let's have Palmer Tones and then Ryan Curley.
Yeah, PJ, I know Coach got the Powerade bath over the weekend. What was the scene like in the locker room after this one?
It was a great atmosphere. I obviously got jumped on, but it was a great feeling. My teammates they were hyped. We was all hyped in there, you know, and celebrating the win because it was such a I guess an intense win. So it was very, very intense, I guess.
Hey, PJ, what was going through your mind right before that ball was inbounded to you? And did you know that was the play designed for you?
There was options. I mean, when he drew it on the board, you know, there were different options for someone to get the ball and score. And Severe he threw it to me, and I knew I had 3-point-something seconds on the clock, so I ended up trying to find a way to get the ball in the basket.
Okay, let's have Tori Heck and then Mike Griffith.
Hey, BJ, following up on that, is that stacker play you guys have practiced and worked on in practice, or is that something that coach just drew up in those last couple seconds?
Coach drew that up in the last few seconds, but it was a right-on play, and it was a easy executed play. You know, of course, it wasn't easy getting like the play done, but as far as knowing where to go and when to go, the timing part was more like easy.
PJ, were you aware of the streak of the 14 straight losses to Kentucky going back to 2013? Coach mentioned that, and is this? Can you say it's a statement win? I know you're already talking about Florida, but is this significant in any way beyond just being one game to you?
Yes. Hearing my teammates talk about it, the veterans that are here like Ty Fagan and Tamani, they all told me like, they haven't beat. Well, Ty Fagan told me they haven't beat him since he's been here, and I was like, wow, like, you know, and shocked. Good team. I just feel like it was a great accomplishment, and now we just got to keep stepping.
Okay, and last question, let's go with Jeff Schultz.
Yeah, PJ, you guys got off to obviously a pretty rough start in the SEC this year. What were your thoughts in terms of why that happened, and what do you consider the upside for this team this year?
I would just say we need to just continue to grow and continue to push through mentally more than physically. Because physically we can all go out there and play, but as far as mentally go, we have to be able to believe that we can win the game, no matter if we down 5 or 10, maybe even 15. We gotta always believe that we can win this game. And I feel like a lot of times we get down, and then we have to pick each other back up. And I know that over time we get better with that, and we just got to keep fighting, keep pushing, trying to get that figured out.
All right, thanks so much, PJ, and congrats on the win. Up next, we're going to be joined by Andrew Garcia. Okay, let's first start with Jeff Schultz and then Anthony Dasher.
Yeah, I'll ask you the same question I just asked PJ. You guys got off to before we get to the Kentucky game, you guys got off to a rough start in the SEC this year. What do you think was the reason for that, and what do you consider the upside for this team this year?
I would say like we're a young team, and everybody's emotional, and everybody wants to fight and wants to win. And I feel like a lot of times when we got in our heads, we kind of like dismantled. So I felt like what we learned across those games was that, you know, we're a family. We're off the court, we're always together. We're always you know what I'm saying, going to each other's houses and stuff like that. So it was about translating it to the game and keeping that positivity no matter what happens. If it's a turnover, and lifting each other up and saying, like, all right, you good, bro, next play. And I'm proud of my team, and I'm proud of the coaches. They've done a phenomenal as a whole unit. And I felt like the way we're pushing is in the right direction.
Hey, Andrew, congratulations. For PJ to be the one to get the winning basket, I mean, I know he's somebody he's really highly respected on the team. Just how cool is that aspect of him to be the guy that scored the winning points tonight?
Oh, it's awesome. Like everybody has the utmost respect for P. Like we look at him as like the uncle, a man who plays at his pace, that knows the game so well, doesn't get sped up, and you know what I'm saying, he gets it done. Every time we need a three, he's always open and not afraid to pull it, and that's what we want him to do. So I'm not surprised that P, you know what I'm saying, he was able to make that. And you know what I'm saying? It feels good to have one of our veterans do that for us.
Thanks, man.
Let's have Chip Towers and then Mark Weiser.
Yeah, Andrew, you were playing amongst some real trees tonight. Yet you were very productive, and probably didn't benefit a lot from calls. Can you talk about just taking on their height and sort of persevering through all those block shots and all that contact and everything that was going on in there?
Well, Coach Crane and Coach McLean and the rest of the coaching staff always were harping on you got to be low. They the last couple of days when preparing, they were drilling us to, you know what I'm saying, stay low. We knew Sar is an incredible player. He's tall, he's big, he shoot, he can move. So we wanted to beat him to the spot, make sure as a unit we call out whenever you get to the post, fire. And that kind of helped me. And I'm relentless. So any way I can, I just try to fight down there. And just shout out to my coaches just for just helping us prepare, because getting those reds and taking that post away helped us a lot.
Andrew, what's it like to go from Stony Brook to having a big offensive game against a blue blood like Kentucky, to help this program get this type of win?
Oh, it's a great experience. I never look at it for myself. I look at it as just I love to win, and I feel like this is such a collective win from all of us on the team. Like the way Mike Starks came in and guarded the ball and got that steal, like that's important, and like everybody recognizes that 100%. And like the fact that like we played at this high level, we wanted it. So looking at Ty Fagan's call, yeah, they said that he probably held him a little bit too long, and then he obviously fell. And then with me, obviously within the game, you kind of get out a little bit. So that's something bad on my part. It's a little wound that I gotta take care of and be a leader and not do something like that, because that could have been a game. So, but then within games like this, we have to keep our composure and stay as a team.
Hey, Andrew, like you said, it was an intense game, and you're starting to get used to SEC play by now. Where do you rank this among maybe some of the most exciting games you've been a part of?
Yeah, this is definitely like one of the most exciting games. I mean, back at Stony Brook, we had a lot of crazy games. We beat some high major teams. We came in, I think my junior year, we beat South Carolina, and then we was down 20 points to George Washington and came back and won the game. So games like these are always great to be a part of, because like as a collective fighting unit that, you know what I'm saying, no matter what, we're going to win. We're going to win no matter what the score is, no matter what the odds are. And to prove something uplifts our teammates, and, you know what I'm saying, one game at a time, this is what we have to do. So.
And the last two questions, let's go with Augusta Stone and then Tori Heck.
Hey, Andrew, congrats on the win tonight. I want to know, what was the team's message on the sidelines when y'all got behind there for a bit in the middle of the second half, and what inspired you guys to rally like you did toward the end?
Right. So when we came to that timeout, Coach Green stopped everything and told everybody just take 3 breaths. And I thought that, as cliche as it sounds, I really thought that helped us. You know what I'm saying? We were, everybody was excited, everybody was pumped, and, like we kind of get out of ourselves for a second. But that little regroup is almost like a little reminder, like we got here and we did this like playing as a team, and that's how we're going to win, playing as a team. So I felt like we took those 3 deep breaths and just got right back in it to fighting.
Andrew, circling back to a comment you made early on, you said PJ is like the uncle of the team. What does he do that makes him be in that uncle role for y'all?
I mean, like day in, day out, he brings a positivity 100%. I've never seen P down. I've never seen P not bringing someone up, not bringing the energy, fighting through pain, fighting through anything that he's feeling. And that shows a lot. Like, that shows you're indispensable. That shows that, you know, we could look at him at any point in the game, if it's in the game or in practice, to do his job. And it's like, it's almost like second nature for us to be like, yeah, P for the 3. So it's like, we love that guy, and we're lucky to have him, for real.
Thank you so much, Andrew, and congrats on the win.
Thank you, guys.